Greetings, summoners! Neutralize Noob here. Today's video is about hate in League. If you have ever bothered to read my channel's description, you would have seen that I said that I have a love-hate relationship with League. Till now, I have given you only the love part. Now it's the moment you're gonna learn about the ugly side, the hate. The same thing that makes League so adorable and addictive is the same thing that makes it so damn tilting and annoying and exhausting and horrible and toxic and salty. And the same thing that makes me wanna quit is the same thing that makes me wanna play more. When I cared less, and yes, there was a moment in my life when I didn't really care about League and there was nothing that could have given me the tilt or could have pulled me out of my zen state. Every game was funny, winning or losing didn't matter. I stayed Silver 5 for that period, but I was really enjoying the game. And I say really enjoying because now there are only those games that seem fair, that are enjoyable. And there are those in which boosted animals ruin every single hope of improvement or happiness. Somehow, overnight, I became more obsessed with my division, and while I started learning more about the game and actually climbed, I became more involved in this love-hate relationship, and as the connection between me and League consolidated even more, I started to care about it more and more and more, and every unfair game gets to me. Don't get me wrong, those nice, balanced games also get to me and make me happy. But here we're speaking about the hate, so back to the salt mine. Looking back, the more understanding about the game I gain, the more it affects me. It is exactly like having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. At first, you don't really know them and everything is enjoyable and fun and you're curious to experiment and stuff, and you find enjoyment just by being with them or just by playing. But then the hormones go off and you get to know them a bit better and you care more, and the interactions you have with them affect your whole being. They make you happy or disappointed or frustrated or miserable, same as League. Then fights appear and you want to break up or quit League, but you love them so much that you always give them another chance. I am not even tilted about flamers and stuff, those also tend to ruin games, but there's that magnificent mute button which I often click just because it's a tool that can help me stay focused on what's really important. Giving my best, no matter if the monkeys in my team deserve that win or not. My own LP is more important than them. Though, I must admit I had a game in which my non-free-made brainless ADC was in his or her promos, and he or she would have reached a higher division had we won that game. My devilish side really enjoyed that we lost. Not that I didn't do my best, but some players are truly uncarryable. What I am tilted about is the unfairness of the game I feel as a result of being matched with people that, besides having lower skills than mine, are brainlessly feeding just because they are bad. Let's be honest. In most cases, it's not intentional feeding. It's purely bot accounts and bad players. Trolls who intentionally feed also annoy me, but those are of a rarer species, so it happens less frequently, thanks God. What is frustrating is that you can't really get 7 kills in 6 minutes like the enemy top laner who is purely fed by that ape who just can't stay under his damn turret if he can't 1v1 his opponent, and wait for the possibility of having a decent jungler that will eventually gank him and even the score. But why? Why would he stay close to his turret if the enemy has already killed him 1v1? He has to go and brainlessly try again and fail again and again and again till the dumb ape feeds the enemy so that the poor team has absolutely no chance of carrying him. It is as if the enemy has stolen his banana or something and he absolutely must get it back. Then, of course, the fed enemy starts roaming and annihilating your team while your ape teammate is busy farming to get some gold for that juicy banana purchase. And don't you dare criticize him about not following up. He has to farm to get that gold for his plantation. It's your problem now, not his. It's as if he has completely forgotten that this is a team-based game, not a banana plantation simulator. That's of course if he doesn't leave his lane after the first 3 minutes, cause hey, leave the lane and it's not your problem anymore. But that's a scenario for another time. Meanwhile, the fed enemy roams, of course, after deleting every chance that your team gets the first butter, cause hey, who needs gold? And then he feeds his other teammates and it's GG. The frustration from this is that I feel like a failure, cause there's absolutely nothing I can do better so that doesn't happen. And I tried, I really tried. There are several things I've tried, and even though they might not work in 90% of the cases, there are those happy cases when they work. Well, let me tell you what I've tried. 1. Overcome that hate and tilt you feel about the feeder and approach him in the chat with love and compassion, telling him to calm down and just farm. Like teaching a kid what to do in the game, not to push, to play some words, think that he might not know and stuff. Chances are that he's brainless and won't listen, but you've gotta try if you care about your precious LP. Remember, he is just a baby, and you wouldn't really poke on a baby, would you? I hope you wouldn't. 2. This is even riskier, but try to tell your jungler to camp that son of a bitch so you won't lose the game in the end. Again, approach the situation as delicately as possible and be as diplomat as possible, because your jungler might be a flamer, or might be a below average jungler who won't be able to do any good to that lane. 3. If the situation on your lane allows you, try to seize the opportunity to roam to that lane as soon as possible. Also, remember to diplomatically tell the bastard not to push, so your gank is actually helpful. 4. If you have already won your lane, try to swap. Again, you should adapt based on the game. 5. Pray to God that the fed enemy is actually bad and just fed because your ape is worse, and that you and your team will be able to do something about it. Speaking about hate in League, I must mention that at first I believed that there was only one thing that could trigger me, and that was not in game but in champion select. If a person would bother to declare the champion he is intending to play, why are those brainless stupid motherfuckers banning that champion? I don't even care if it's a troll pick or not, cause that's another discussion. If someone bothered to declare, be at least that considerate as not to ban that. And recently, Riot managed to prevent sad accidents where you simply don't pay attention and accidentally ban your teammate's champion by changing how the champion looks in the ban screen if he is declared by a team member. And still, there are those fuckers who say they didn't see. How can you not see? Is your screen black and white? Does it lack colors? Is a banana stuffed in your face? You cannot differentiate between what's colored and what's gray? This has always triggered me because it shows with what sort of people I have to spend the next 20 to 40 minutes. I also have a question for you. What is the thing that tilts you the most? Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please remember to smash that banana in the top laner's face and those like and subscribe buttons. Also, always remember that apes strong together. Neutralized noob out.